Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's always Detroit. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Yeah, hey, what's going on, Savage AF? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts are what
Facts
matter,
matter.
guys.
Facts are what matters, people.
I'm your
Facts
boy
are what.
Black Pedro.
What's going
This
on? This
guy,
is Shang. What's up?
you know
Yo,
what
I
it
don't
is,
know why.
man.
I don't know why it came out like that. Yo,
Hey,
we're
let it out
usually here for you 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what time it is, and we're here Monday through Friday
on
normally
YouTube, YouTube and
on
Facebook,
YouTube and
typically
Facebook simultaneously,
s-
simultaneously,
at the same damn time.
yeah, same time.
Simultaneously, simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, though, you a donkey. You goddamn mule
Damn,
biscuit.
man, you just
Uh,
gonna come at them like that, man? Just
but
go.
I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite character on Shrek, so it's not a horrible thing to be donkey. But you can undonkify yourself if you ever miss
Wow.
us live by going to our YouTube channel. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, youtube.com/c
See,
slash Savage AF World, all one word.
you already
And
you already know what it is, and then when you get there, sometimes you get there, you get confused. I get it. There's people that are confused; they don't know what's
where
going
am I?
on.
I'm
It's like,
lost.
oh,
What happened?
right. But it's pretty simple. You go there, and you take your finger and you click the bell. That's
And you
what you
and you
do.
should wear. You should also wear a fancy white glove like that,
Yeah,
like the animation had. Just like a butler's
like
glove.
and also make sure you check us out on Facebook, which is right
Yeah.
above the Savage, and the AF is above of right now. You can see
So
right
on
there.
Facebook though, you want to go Savage, right? Then you
Right.
want to do a dot. You want to put a dot there, and then the F, and then a dot right here. So Savage a dot
Savage A
F
dot
dot.
F. Yeah, right. You got to do that. And if you do that, you know what? It makes it better for us because we do need you to subscribe to the channel, and it's very important to subscribe to the Facebook and the channels. It's just a little subscribe button there. You know what else helps us out? You know what else helps us out? Look at my look. Ready? Some thumbs up on the algorithm. Dun, 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 dun. It's the rhythm of the night. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, good. So just make sure you
The
do that.
Bard.
If you do that. But we do. What's good? We got a lot of people jumping in the feed. We see you, and you see us. Here we go. That's what it is.
I
All
see
right,
you.
but we're not done yet.
Uh,
There's one more.
Jamani Jones, Breezy JJ, Z Nats here, Miss Snow, Miss No Slick Name, Lady Hazel May. Thank y'all
Yep,
for
yep,
jumping
yep,
in.
yep.
Since you're in the following mood, y'all, if you don't know, now you know. Make sure you also, they ask you to keep hope alive and things like that. Well, keep
Keep
comics alive.
hope
And
alive.
the best way to keep a comic alive nowadays is to follow them on the
Gig. Boom.
IG,
At Black
Instagram.
Pedro. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro. You'll feel good.
Yeah,
You feel better. And when you
yeah.
fart, guess what it'll smell like? Potpourri. And if you get a chance, you happen to already be there following Pedro. You're already there. It's not like you got to turn around, drove
You're
back to
one
the
step
house.
away.
Oh, I
Nope.
forgot my coat. Oh, I forgot my keys. Oh, I forgot my glass eye.
Left the oven on. Yeah.
Right. None of
Last
that
eye.
is happening. So what you do is bam, at comedian Shang. Use your other good eye and then do that. But don't forget your glass eye. Very important. Very important
That's
not
what
to
it is. Yeah,
get your
yeah.
glass eye. Very important. And Nicole, yes, Nicole H. That's right. Shang, aka Uncle Stabby. Because
Hmm.
sometimes you got to stab a motherfucker. I'm gonna
Stab
make
'em.
it. I got two movies I'm gonna make.
With
That's
jokes.
one
We
of them.
mean stab 'em with jokes,
Jokes,
right?
yeah. I got two movies I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make The Adventures of Uncle Stabby, and y'all gonna see it. When y'all see it, and y'all like, oh damn, he really made an Uncle Stabby movie. And and I'm writing another movie right now. So,
The
but that one's a
Stabinator.
deep. No, it's not the stab. It's not a stab movie. It's a movie of deep, funny and empathy and about life. So
Call
when it
you
comes
people
out,
too.
no, hell no, hell, oh my God, no, it's gonna be you'll see, it's gonna 30 days.
There you
It,
go, y'all.
it's gonna be 30 days. So when your movie comes out, y'all remember you were told here first on Savage AF, but we do need you to
Oh,
subscribe to the channel. Check us out on that. And if you know if you don't do that, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit right there. You understand that. So make sure you do that. We got a lot of people in the feed that already in the feed. And any of the people that you know that want to come in the feed, I'm still inviting you people. Some of y'all get scared. I get it. Pedro's very intimidating. He's a very intimidating. And plus, if you drive with Pedro, some of the shit he listens to, it just scares my soul. It's just the most thugged out.
they're just stories from
They're,
the hood.
they're it's the
It's
most
just
thugged out shit ever.
poetic
I listen to
musings on the
beautiful
state of Black America.
music that lifts your soul and makes you come down hard with your elbow. That's what I
Shang
listen.
listens to Dragon Rider music. Like,
Dragon Rider,
yeah,
Dragon Rider music. God damn,
get
I
on
didn't.
your dragons.
But yeah, make sure you check us out there
All
on
right,
all of the platforms. We're gonna jump into the show. Oh yeah,
let's
you
get
know
into it.
what? I realized I went on the page. I noticed y'all haven't been doing this. Need you to comment and rate too. That's very important. So just don't make me come in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. You know what it is. Black Pedro comedian Shang. It's time for your daily run up. We are not the kind of show that runs things down. We run up on your ass. Today is Thursday, February 2nd, 20 Deuce Trey in the time space continuum. Um, we're gonna end with a Shangry today. Quick question: how the fuck are they winning? Come on, man.
How in the wide world of mountain climbing heights are they fucking
Are
winning?
they winning?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Before that, we got a Black Pedro pop in today. It's Colored Troops time. Stick with me, y'all. I'll talk about it. Before we get into that, though, oh my God,
Yeah.
Omar God, GOP has kicked you, girl. ILHAN Omar off the Foreign Affairs Committee. Let's talk about it.
I'm not paying y'all nothing. Quit asking me for money until I see what I said. I said until Donald Trump is indicted and he's in jail with his butthole up in the air making a whistle sound. I ain't
Now
paying
listen,
y'all. That was the
listen.
reason.
The butt whistle is a lot, man.
That's a
Because
lot.
I'm not even sure we want to see that part.
No,
Don't you
I mean
just
I
want to
don't
see
want to
him go
see
to
it, but
jail?
I want to hear. I want to hear it because he's not been indicted. None of the people that he rocks with have been indicted. Giuliani's still walking around, dripping around. He's dripping around with his Nosferatu
Hmm.
ass. None of the other people that are in jail. You know, Holly, who was basically pumping the insurrectionists up, like fight, fight, fight. Where's he at? Probably on the golf course. So until that happens, now if that does happen, all of y'all paid. But until then, it ain't gonna happen.
Hold on to those pocketbooks, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get into the Ilhan Omar situation, we're gonna pop one off, man. And speaking of popping off, you know what these cops be doing.
Yeah.
When you hear this one, you gonna say,
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
all right. Anthony Lowe Jr. is his name. A 36-year-old man in Huntington Park, California. That's just outside of Los Angeles here. I think as of yesterday, that's not him. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's not. I'm sorry.
the brother.
That's not him either.
No, he was wheelchair bound.
Oh, okay.
And there was an allegation of a stabbing of a man by a man in a wheelchair. The cops confront him. He gets out of his wheelchair. I've seen the video. He gets he gets out of his wheelchair and is like on his stumps on the sidewalk. He does pull out. None of these people are who we're talking about. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But he pulls out a knife, a long ass knife, and is like moving away from the cops with a knife on his stumps, dragging his wheelchair behind him. And this is from bystander video. You don't get the angle of when he was actually shot. But the cop shot him like 8 times. Now, this is not an unarmed situation. Again, there was an allegation that he had just stabbed somebody. The knife looked pretty fucking big and long. It was like a 12-inch butcher knife. So, you know, this is an armed man who has harmed somebody. But he's also on stumps, has no legs, and it's a knife. And if you're a police officer with a gun and legs, I'm not sure you need to shoot this guy, right? Like,
okay, well, okay, I agree with you. I don't think you need to shoot him. According to World News, police shot and killed Anthony Lowe near Los Angeles last week as he fled. As he fled on his remained of his legs.
this,
of what
bro, this
remained of his
nigga's on
legs.
here.
Right.
I have a video. I can kind of bootleg it to you guys. Here, I'm gonna try and show you this. Yeah. Let's see.
Contains some maybe find it disturbing.
I mean, this brother is stumping. He is stumping. He has pulled out a knife. I don't know if you can see. He has a knife in his hand now. You can see it. Sorry that I'm giving it to y'all like this, but
okay,
you know, there's a ton of cops around, right?
And he's trying to get away. Look, he's trying to get away, right? I'm trying to figure out. Honestly, are the cops that much of a bitch that they gotta shoot a dude with no legs?
And again, he's obviously wilding out.
Yeah.
And danger to himself, maybe definitely danger to the community. But you know, with that number of cops, it is alleged that they tried to tase him a couple times.
Okay,
you know,
but his family wants to know why police believe they had to kill him. And and I'm gonna give you an example why I think it's bullshit, and I think the cops are full of shit. And anybody that knows any cops, I'm gonna say it to your face, cop, you bitch, cop. Y'all been acting like bitches. I bet you use bitch Q-tips to clean out your little bitch ears. There has been 7 different situations. I looked them up while Pedro was saying that. I was looking them up where people have had butcher knives, came at the cops, did not shoot them. In fact, the cop ran from the guy around the car.
I mean, that's a self-defense principle. You run from a person with a knife and you rush a person with a gun, right? Because you can't outrun the bullets, but you can potentially outrun.
So he runs away, but he doesn't pop him with 8 bullets. And this is situation after situation. Now, I'm not gonna say it was all black people, because out of the 7, there was 3 situations where it was black people. The other 4 were white men, big butcher knife, slashing at the cop. Cop got his gun out, never drops him, but he drops this brother that with no legs, and the police kills a double amputee as he jumps out of the wheelchair, tries to bounce out. You know what I'm saying? It just
police training is shit.
wait a minute, hold up. Is that the conclusion? If you're trying to say that the police aren't trained well enough and they always go to fucking immediate deadly force instead of just trying to de-escalate?
I mean, the dude had no legs, though.
That's the comeback. The comeback he's a double amputee. What you doing?
In that video, I saw like 3 cop cars. If there's 2 per car, there were 2 on the ground. There's like 6, 8 cops out there. Again, this is a dangerous situation. Dude has a knife. It's probably just stabbed somebody. I'm not ignoring any of that. But I am saying he needs to be subdued. You tried to taser, they fail. Okay. Have you tried maybe steps, like stairs? You know, like there's so many things that could stop this man. A high curb, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, bro. So, again, that was here in LA. I'm sure we'll hear more about that.
Yeah, this was in Huntington. It was actually in Huntington Beach.
Huntington Park.
Huntington Park. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
I looked at the other thing real quick. And Huntington Beach always comes to my mind when I say Huntington. Police.
They don't let Negroes in Huntington Beach.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Huntington Park. Sure.
Yeah, it was near. They say near Los Angeles. But what I'm saying, his family is basically saying, you know, what's up with that? Did y'all have to shoot him 8 times? I mean, I understand that. Okay, and the people in the feed. Wow.
When somebody CPM said, if the man can't shoot a jumper, you cannot shoot his ass. What Lady Hazel May said? Lady Hazel May said she said, I worked in a locked psychiatric facility. These cops are full of big time shit. I think she also says she had a Bruce Lee mofo chasing her, but she made it to the nurse's station so quick. Lady Hazel May, I need you to stay out these streets, girl.
Right. AJ Fit, good. I can make you laugh. Oh, so you're talking to Nicole H. My bad. But I mean, what I'm saying is, what does this say? Now, again, it's a dangerous situation. The dude had a knife. I get it. You know, maybe he was really strong. But when they say fled, I don't know if fled.
I mean, now listen,
right.
he was swift on them stumps, you know.
Come on,
not
man.
Really
come on, man.
I'm not saying that that's a reason to shoot the man, but he
was swift.
He's surprisingly
swift on the stumps.
I almost said fleet of foot, nigga. Damn.
No,
Maya Baker said.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Maya Baker said that's like trying to handcuff someone with no arms. You know, listen, we don't want to make light of this situation. I think it's, you know, the fact that he was armed and, you know, had just probably stabbed somebody. You know, it takes that. You know, this isn't a Tyree Nichols situation or something like that.
No,
right?
No,
it is a different situation, but it is still a situation, even though he was a dangerous individual, and needed to be apprehended. He had just stabbed somebody. That's what they're saying.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
so yes, he's a dangerous person. We shouldn't downplay that, right? He's a dangerous person.
Okay, we don't want to downplay it.
But at the same time, a man with no legs and a knife, and you have legs and a gun.
But the cops are full of shit. They like, hey,
yeah,
man,
you shouldn't have to kill
the
that.
cops is like, man, he kicked me. No, he didn't. You lying motherfuckers. He ain't got no legs. Yeah. They make up shit. Did they really have to shoot him 8 times? Did they really have to shoot him 8 times?
Yeah, that seems like a one good pop to the thigh. You know, one in the stump, and you know,
one shot to the stump. And they could have rolled him over. They could have rolled him over, put him in a little blanket, and then taken him to jail. But with us, it's a death sentence. Even when we fuck up, it's a death sentence.
I mean, yeah. So Nicole H. I mean, yes. I'm saying she's like dangerous, really, Pedro. They could run circles around him. Yeah, you know, I don't think he was the danger to those cops. But if he had just come from stabbing somebody, then he's a danger in the community, right? Like, you know, anybody with a big ass knife who has stabbed somebody, legs, no legs, whatever, you're still a dangerous person. Right? Like, he needed to be apprehended, but he wasn't a danger to those cops in that sense, right? And that's why I'm saying they didn't need to kill him. So a danger to the community, Nicole, but not to those cops for sure.
Okay, so people have Maya Baker, police have been allowed to be judge, jury, and executioner for too long.
Absolutely. Say it again.
And Cal Bitchhouse was dangerous.
Hey, what are you talking? But he had the right color legs.
Yeah. You are going. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna give a disclaimer for all you people that might be in a wheelchair watching our show. I mean, if you're gonna roll up on somebody, roll up on him. If you're gonna, you know, say
I ain't the one.
Yeah, because I mean, basically, he'll just tip you over, and then what you gonna do? And
I mean, they could.
We need to stop making light of it because these people.
I mean, but they could have broken a bunch of bottles around him. You know, threw some tacks on the ground, like, you know. it's only so much stumping you're gonna do with
I mean,
tax on the ground. So
but the bottom line is, they said that he was dangerous. He was trying to get away. I saw the video, and
well, but ultimately, before we move on, this does speak to how, because obviously this brother had mental health issues,
right.
and the police are not meant to deal with that. Like, obviously, they cannot handle a person with a black person specifically with mental issues. The solution is always shoot to kill. So,
But let me,
um,
before we move on, let me ask you this. Okay, now that his family is still, they're out there protesting. His family is protesting. Did he really need to be shot 8 times? Did they really need to kill him? Could they possibly got him help? I think the reason black people get mad when they see somebody that is in distress or they're having problems, like the brother that happened in Milwaukee, where he was obviously having a psychotic episode, and he's running out in 2-degree weather, butt naked. Obviously, something was wrong with him, and instead of they can't say, well, he had a weapon. Stop it. To shoot him that many times is ridiculous. That happened in Milwaukee. This happens in Huntington Park. And black people say, did you really have to shoot him? Isn't there some other option? Whereas you see the incredible violence that white people do. If you look at Charlottesville, where, this dude drove over a bunch of people. When they caught him, they pretty much, they gave him a fur coat and had him tiptoe into the car. Like they gave, what I'm saying, hey, are your feet hurting? Here's some slippers. So what I'm saying is, it just seems like it's really extreme with us, even though he was a bad person, or he might have been having a problem. It just seemed like they kill us really quick.
Maya Baker says his skin color will always be seen as a weapon. We know what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. We're gonna keep it pushing.
Speaking of skin color,
we're gonna keep it pushing, man. Yeah, speaking of skin color, actually. And violence against black people, we'll move into the political realm. Oh my God, ILHAN Omar, a representative from Minnesota. She is the only Muslim immigrant in all of Congress. Beautiful black sister. She's also part of what's known as the Squad. Her Rashid Tlaib, AOC. Yeah, man, they kicked her off the Foreign Affairs Committee.
The Foreign Affairs Committee.
When I say they, I mean the GOP, Kevin McCarthy.
Kevin McCarthy, he had promised to do it. Republicans voted to oust Omar over past anti-Semitic remarks shortly after she signed on to the resolution recognizing Israel as illegitimate ally and condemning anti-Semitism. One, she did address it. Two, it's fuck shit.
Yeah, she's apologized for any anti-Semitic remarks she
racism.
made.
It's absolutely racism. Let's be real, people.
And revenge too, right?
It's revenge. It's racism. It's tit for tat. It's petty bullshit. Kevin McCarthy, you need to eat a whole bag of doo-doo. Just eat doo-doo.
Also, I pray that is mud. Oh God. No, but and at the same time they're putting
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
Silverback Green, yeah, Marjorie
Taylor Greene,
Marjorie the Gorilla Green,
who threatened
on committees.
Yeah,
she talks about Jewish space lasers.
Space lasers, actually, physical threats. The other guy actually showed a video of AOC being a meme of AOC being murdered. Okay, being shot and killed. These people, Gosar. If you look at how many motherfuckers have said much more, like she didn't, like they just Trump, making shit up. Trump said,
Trumpty Dumpty. He said so much dumb shit, racist, anti-Semitic, misogynistic, whatever. That party.
This is racism. This is racism, pure and simple. I don't know why people try to act like, well, no, it's because she was anti-Semitic and she don't like the Jew. Listen to some of the shit that these fucking Republicans have said, but they felt like they didn't like the fact she was a black woman, the fact that why'd she wear that stuff on her head? Stop wearing that stuff on her head. Kevin McCarthy, eat doo-doo. Eat doo-doo.
Cow pies. Maya Baker says GOP petty is just petty as fuck for that, but won't kick the clown from NYC out. Don't even know that dude's real name. She's talking about maybe his name is George Santos.
George
Maybe
Santos.
his name is George the Vulgar. But
He
update on
needs
that.
to smack himself in the fucking face. That's what he needs.
Well, update on that. Just since you brought up Santos, Maya, he did step down from his committee assignments. I think it was, and it was quote unquote his decision. But at least Santos did step down from his committee assignments. But yeah, as a fucking party with weak leadership like McCarthy, obviously the untalented Mr. Ripley should be kicked out of Congress.
Right.
And they don't really have any good reason to, they blame her anti-Semitic remarks, but they don't have any good reason to kick ILHAN OMAR.
That was definitely revenge. It was definitely some shit that they do.
She's American now, but she's an immigrant, a refugee. You know what I mean? Like as close to a foreigner as a citizen's gonna get. I feel like she's perfect fit for a foreign affairs committee. But
well, honestly, I mean the way that their double standard, their hypocrisy, their bullshit. Everybody knows their bullshit. Really, I'm not gonna say it, but that's how I feel. I really do think that if you look at the way they went about it, and they didn't like the fact she was outspoken, and I like the fact that she was about that life. She was about that life.
She gave a rowdy speech today too.
Yeah,
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and so if anything, what they don't see, and the Republicans don't realize, they call this out as racism because it is pretty much what it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is,
go ahead.
No, the thing is, do you think the Republicans will pay for this bullshit later on?
Not from their base, and I don't think the Democrats, the next time they're in power, are gonna be about retaliation like that. I mean, Democratic rejections of any Republican nominees, they're based in something real, right? Like Marjorie Taylor Greene was out there talking batshit crazy. Paul Gosar is literally nut. Like I truly believe that he has a collection of skulls, Gosar, in a dresser drawer next to his bed, and he just opens it up and sniffs it like once a month or something.
Yeah, Gosar has proven to be racist. There's actually, I forget the other guy's first name is Paul something. Not that one. There's another guy that they said he's flat out racist, and yet they keep letting these crazy right wing idiots. Bobert is fucking Looney Tunes. She's a Looney Tune, and she needs to be smacked in the face with a dog's shitty tail. But
yeah, there you go.
But yet they don't say nothing about her. Her commercials were just shooting, and we're gonna make sure that they don't come in here, and they shoot guns and shit. But you're mad at
blow it up, Barbie.
They're mad at her because of her race. Period.
She called
her religion.
Yeah, she called it all out in her speech. She was like, I'm an immigrant, woman, Muslim, black. Why do you think I'm being kicked off this committee?
Yeah, but
call it like you see.
One can only hope that the voters don't forget in 2024. Good luck with that. That ain't.
The Republican base, or Republican voters at all.
What's up, sexy Puerto Rican?
They're not going to be standing up for.
No. And George Santos, aka we don't know what your fucking name is. George Santos stepped down because he was getting so much fucking heat from his pathological bullshit lies, and that were easily proven. It was a Republican heat just as much as it was Democrat heat. Whereas in this situation, this is just Kevin McCarthy, aka shit eater. And you know who shit that is? That's Trump shit. That's definitely Trump shit. He did it out of petty spite, get you back. You take them off of their committees, we're gonna take you off the committees. And if I see that motherfucker in the street, if I see that snow heathen in the street, hands. He's just the worst, man. And he's weak too. It only gonna take one vote to get rid of that motherfucker. So he say something that little crazies don't like. He tip over it a little bit. The crazy's gonna be like, I vote that he goes to the gallows.
Yeah,
motherfucker, we don't got gallows.
Hang Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah.
Hang Kevin McCarthy.
I absolutely could see them doing that. If they could do this type of shit, they could do that type of shit. And they ain't. They're not above it. They're racist. I'm so sick of the Democrats playing nice though. You bitches. The Democrats is the biggest bitches not out of the bitch kingdom, because I could name a whole other bitch kingdom, but they're pretty bitch-like because they don't stand up and be for black speakers. You think they're gonna stand up for? Who's the only one? Hakeem is the only one that really they don't really want to fuck with, because he just seems to be, every time he talks to them, they feel like, oh, this nigga might put hands on me. You notice how he talks to them? And they never, you don't hear them talking about that Hakeem Jeffries. We better wrangle him in. They don't say shit because they know they're gonna see him in the house. They're gonna see him walk around the halls of the house and like he gonna walk up on them and whisper, "What you say, bitch?
What was that shit you said?
Say it now. Say it now.
No. We here now.
We here now. What you gonna do?" And oh God, Hakeem scares me. It's true, but they're not afraid of her because she's a beautiful. And by the way, I'm just saying, I like her a lot. I like her energy. I like the fact that she said, "I'm not going nowhere." I actually like that.
Yeah, and this doesn't diminish her, her voice, but yeah, it is a bitch ass petty move, as we said. So we'll just keep our eyes on that and look for more, bitch ass petty shit from the GOP, and let's pay attention to over the next 2 years how they get nothing done. Like, let's sit and watch.
This is the universal sign for nada, not a netted thing. Because guess what? It's called gridlock. It's called obstruction. From the GOP. The GOP, they always traffic in that shit. You notice when Obama won, that was the first shit they said. What's his name? The one that drinks baby blood. Yeah, he said. Our number one priority, other than getting me a chin, is to
make him a one-term president.
Make him a one. And when I'm not in my shell, the sun hurts my head. That motherfucking bitch. And he's another bitch. Like, they got a lot of bitches on their side. Now, we got some bitch ass people too. And we got, man. But the squad, I like them.
Oh, yeah. Rashid Tlaib, ILHAN Omar, ALC. I think, is Corey Bush considered part of that? Oh, no. I'm thinking about Ayanna Pressley.
Right.
Sorry,
do you agree with this? It's a patriarchal system. They hate women who don't agree with them. You think that's true?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
1,000%.
Yeah, uppity dame, get in the kitchen. And don't make any of that funny African food either.
Yeah, shut your mouth, broad. Like, it's like shut your mouth. Yeah. Unless you got a dick in it, keep your mouth closed.
We'll keep our eyes on that situation, though, like I said. We are going to keep it pushing, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. And so does this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro, popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Man, y'all know what time it is. Don't blink, you might miss it. It's Black History Month, which means for me, it's Color Troops time. Anything you don't want to do, the Color Troops will do for you. Anything you don't want to do, the Color Troops will do for you. I can't lie. My favorite part of Black History Month is that at some point I know the Colored Museum is going to come on. I mean, I'm sorry, not the Color Museum.
The what?
Which is a great play. It's a famous play.
But the Color Museum.
A Soldier Story is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Star-studded cast.
You coon ass nigga.
I think his name is Adolph Caesar. Great
Yeah, no,
actor.
see, he killed that. He killed it.
Denzel Washington's in it. Robert Townsend, David Allen Greer. Just a whole. All the black actors are in it, right? Great story. Great acting. And I love that the colored troop scene. But yeah, this is in addition to, everything else that brings that Black History Month brings, which is, a temporary consciousness from America. Very, very
For a
temporary.
second.
Just but and I mean fleeting, and don't blink and miss it. But
Make sure that you know that you got to say that, because I hear people say, "No, man, it's all year round." No, it ain't.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I really, really, really love Soldier Stories. So
I saw.
I'll be looking for it this month.
Broadway. I saw the play on Broadway.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
it's called The Soldier's Play.
Yeah. It's and honestly, if you watch the movie, just Adolph Caesar absolutely
murdered. Geechee nigga. Peterson, you thought I forgot about you, huh? How long is you gonna tell that story, CJ?
But and Denzel, this is Glory. I was trying to find the other video, but Denzel.
That's what got him that Oscar.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Was it Glory? Was what got him his first? No. Yeah. Not
support. Yeah. No supporting. He got
supporting. Yeah. It wasn't the lead. Yeah. It was. But this one was This was a young Denzel Washington. This was that. If you look that was a young Denzel Washington
on the left. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him on the left. But this is the one where I was like, goddamn right, fight. And you know who else was good in it? Even though, you
talking about Morgan?
Morgan.
Glory?
I like Glory.
Queen Bee says African Americans have contributed way too much to this country to cram it into 28 or 29 days in leap year. Yeah, we know. And I saw a Bill Burr clip recently that where he was talking about how it's fucked up that Black History Month is in February. Like, we're tropical people, and we put it in not just the shortest month, but in the middle of winter too. You know what I mean? It's like, we can't barbecue. Ain't nobody, we can't do our shit during Black History Month.
It's all part of the plan. And I think that somebody said, why do they have a month? Somebody white said, why do they have a month? And my thing was,
because you have 11.
You have everything else. That's why they used to kill me. Now, don't get me wrong. BET wasn't the best organization in the world, but it was Black entertainment television. And it did give me an opportunity to be seen doing stand-up. I think it gave Pedro an opportunity to be seen.
I still say fuck them now.
I mean, no, they
it was like having Black slave owners.
They were about that. They were about
Django and Chain.
They was about that bullshit, is what I'm trying to say. They was about that bullshit. But I think that, if you look at the way that they get angry about us having anything, not realizing we've contributed, some people, young white people, don't realize we contribute all year round. And all their stereotypes that they say about us, like we're lazy, yet we pretty much did everything for them. Cleaned, cooked, took care of their little bratty ass white kids that used to call us, hey nigger, go make me some pie. And all that stuff. We were the ones that did all of that for them, yet they take their weakness and say that that's our weakness. That's why I think that I do like that they celebrate this month, but I think we shouldn't have it. It should be celebrated pretty much all year round.
This is also a fun part about Black History Month. Like in this day in Black history, Queen Bee says
you got to do the voice. You got to do the voice.
On February 2nd, 1897, a Black man by the name of Alfred Crail invented the ice cream scooper and patented it in Cambridge, Virginia.
Yes.
So to all those who scoop ice cream, all of you Negroes with summertime habits of licking ice cream cones, just know that that was brought to you.
By
That
a black
scoop,
man.
that rounded out mound of dairy deliciousness was brought to you by a black man.
Black man. Also, the black man in
I'm going
prison.
out. I'm going out and buying scoopers today.
Yep, just cause of that. And
No ice
a
cream.
black man. I used to do bits in my act about a black man invented peanut butter, and a white dude named Skippy hit him in the head, gave it to another dude, white dude named Jiffy, and ran off with it. That's what happened.
There you go.
I mean, and if you look at the elevator, every elevator you look on, it says Otis. That, my friends, is a nigga name.
This moment in Negro history
Negro
was brought to you by peanut butter.
That's true. And there's so many the first successful heart transplant with the and we could go on and on and on of all the things, but we don't hear about that. And that's what just kills me.
On this day in Black history, a man known as William Winford became the first man to push wind past his anal
Wow.
threshold, thus creating the fart.
Wow.
So the next time your friends are like, "Oh, what's that smell?" Just know that that was brought to you by a black man.
That fart was Black history. And somebody said Jiffy is peanut butter. I thought it was lube.
Wow.
In fact, you know what? We probably invented that too. We probably invented that too, and they took that away from us. You know, blackity black, and I'm black, y'all. But no, like before I met Pedro, I don't know if Pedro knew how I was. I was the most militant motherfucker. Like white people was afraid of me. I used to say some crazy shit. And man, say something else, cracker. Like I would do, and they was like, I just want to go on the subway. Yeah, well, I'm going on first. Move back, bitch. I was really on one. I was on one. But there's a reason. The fact that we only got a month. Ugh. That a month. That's it.
Yes.
And the old joke, and they give us the shortest month. Ugh.
Maya said, "Can we just take all the things POC, people of color, made or invented, and leave the Caucasians to fend for themselves on this day in Black history?"
In Black history,
they would have no traffic lights if it weren't for us. It'd just be Caucasians running into each other at high rates of speed.
There would be no the sandal. I don't know if you know this or not. The sandal.
Now, just before we came on air, I did hear about this. I know Nicole Sandler brought it up. Sadler, sorry, and AJ of a Chinese spy balloon above in the U.S. airspace. But I don't know enough about it to really talk about it yet.
Also, there was
tomorrow.
Another thing, maybe tomorrow, but there was something I was going to talk about, the fact that there was a black congresswoman that was outside of New Jersey that was shot and killed in her car.
No.
Yeah.
A state representative not a state representative, not a U.S. congressional. No, they'd be talking about that.
No, they were talking about it. It's all over the news.
Oh, I hadn't heard anything about that.
I just wanted, this is bad to bring this up in Black history, but she was a Republican, and this is how fucked up I am. I went, oh, okay. I didn't.
Whoa, cool. I thought there was going to be a problem.
Or New Jersey councilwoman. I'm sorry. Shot. I can't even say her name. Eunice. Ugh.
That's Eunice.
Drumpfer shot and killed in her car. Yep. 30-year-old councilwoman was found dead in a despicable criminal act, the mayor says. Yeah, just happened.
Crazy world out there. Anyways, happy Black History Month, y'all. I hope you get to enjoy your favorite parts of the month. Like I said,
enjoy yourself, you geeky motherfuckers.
Don't miss it. Shane, get us up out of here, dog.
All right, but before we get up out of here, I want to make sure y'all know something clearly and concisely. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you don't know, now you know. All right, make sure you subscribe to the goddamn channel. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you smell funny. All right, Go to the thing. It's scrolling down there. How many times I got to tell you, you geeky sons of bitches, make sure you subscribe to the goddamn channel. You coon cage ass niggas. Subscribe to the channel. It's a really good channel, and everybody seems to like it. And the people that watch the show seem to like it too. I see a lot of people on here that seem to like it, and I really hope you do like it a lot. Also, make sure you do me a favor. There's something else. We're not done. Give us some thumbs up. Bam. A thumbs up. That helps us with the algorithm. And make sure you follow this young man who has on. He's representing. He got his Detroit hat on. He's not playing. At Black Pedro. Make sure you subscribe and follow at Black Pedro. Make sure you check him out. Also, make sure you see, I knew you were gonna do that. Make sure you follow at Comedian Shang on the IG, on the IG. Now, this ties into Black History Month, and I just want you to know why I'm shangry about it. And I'm not super angry because some of it falls on us, but this is how I feel about it. How in the hell are they winning? How in the fuck are they winning? And you know who I'm saying they is. How the fuck are they winning? They ain't faster than us, primarily not stronger than us. We've proven that, you know, we're just as intellectual. How are these motherfuckers winning? How are they winning? Y'all just, Pedro, somebody tell me in the feed how the hell they winning. How are they winning? How are these weird little motherfuckers beating us? They're beating us in so many ways. And these shit eaters are absolutely, these shit eaters are absolutely beating us in so many ways. And they gonna dictate to us about us having the 30-day, the shortest fucking celebration of our black excellence is Black History Month. February is the shortest month, and they knew it when they picked it. You dirty motherfuckers. How are they beating it? Go Chiefs. Shut up. The Chiefs gonna lose. Philly gonna win because
sidebar.
Sidebar. Because since y'all want to say that, I'm just asking y'all. Have you ever thought about how these succubuses, because all they do is emulate. They don't really, initiate. They emulate. How are these idiot, racist, backward, trailer park inbreed booger bitches beating us in society? And I know what it is. Part of it is us, and you can agree with me or not. I understand Pedro could agree or not. Some of it is us buying into it and beating each other down, which is easier. Just like Public Enemy said, that most of these rednecks is like, well, hey, you saving us on bullets because you're killing each other. So part of it is that, but part of it is just the systematic. It is systematic. It is systemic. That is what's happening in this country. Is the fact is that it's built into the system, and that is what critical race theory is basically saying, that it's built into the system, and we need to be aware of it and address it, but we don't, and that's facts. Okay, but I'm asking you, the people in the feed, I know what we need to do, and I know Maya Baker just said we're beating ourselves. We have been brainwashed in the matrix and choose the wrong pill. I agree with you, but at the same time, what can we do for them to stop winning? It's not like they're a better team, because we've seen they're not a better team because they do horrible shit to each other much more than we do. So I just wanted to ask the people, if you got any suggestions that you could tell me why they're winning, please tell me, because I look at their track record of how they do each other, how they do things, and yet they're winning. I'm puzzled and baffled and confused by these no neck having motherfuckers beating us. Just tell me, Pedro, what do you think it is?
Well, the Gemini in me always sees several sides to an issue. So first, I'm gonna recognize that, I know the they you're talking about, but it's not all of them, right? Not all of them are winning, right? So first of all, America would be a better place when poor white people realize that Black people, Mexicans, Asians, foreigners aren't your problem, right? It's the rich white dudes for the most part. So not all of them are winning, but
Ah,
those who are winning. I mean, if you go to Appalachia and deep woods of Alabama, trust me, there's some white people out there who are not fucking winning. But you know, more importantly, I think that those who are winning, it's because it's their game that they invented, and then they change the rules whenever they want to make sure that the basket counts. So when you create a game and rig it so that you and your buddies are the only ones who can win it, yeah, you're probably gonna win just about every time. Yeah.
well, we got a couple of people before we get up out of here because Kamala out here BSing around. No hate crime bill, no reparations. I agree. That's
I mean, those things you can't put on Kamala Harris.
You can't put it, but it's not just
solely.
it's solely, but it is. She could speak out on it more, but I understand what you're saying. WDMA warrior. Some of the other people say there are layers. I agree. There's layers.
Well, and also WDMA. When you say no hate crime bill, I'm not sure what you mean, because I mean there is a hate crime bill, and they did finally last year passed an anti-lynching law.
Anti-lynching bill finally, but that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so much heinous shit that they're doing, and not only when they're passing policies. If you look at the shit that's happening with in Florida with the Satan and all that other stuff, and we still not addressing it fully. It's us being more, preoccupied with bullshit instead of stuff that really matters. Stick together instead of hating each other over color.
Killing each other over color or a street. Yeah, no doubt. And
Absolutely.
all that is a product of the system too, that's intended to, make poor people, and then especially Black people act like that. So yeah, but niggas do need to wake up, and
we need to
start
wake
saying
up.
fast
Wake up! So, but I'm just saying
Please.
facts. But Trump has sold these uneducated poor Billy Bobs that they are equal to the rich white folks. I agree. They buy into a lot of bullshit. We buy into a lot of bullshit. So ultimately, we need to clear our eyesight. We need to absolutely see things for what it is. And what we need to do, Black folks need to do, is absolutely go to the one thing that seems to make them turn their heads, their pockets. If we started spending more, do you know this is real shit? Then we're gonna get up out of here. That Jay-Z and P. Diddy, even though I'm not a big fan of P. Diddy, all right, but they kind of came together. He dissed Cristal in a song. On to the next one. I don't fuck with Cristal because Cristal's fucking racist. He says it in the song. The stock drops 65%. All right.
Economics.
P. Diddy
boycott that bullshit.
3 days later comes out with Ciroc. Number one selling vodka. I think it was vodka at the time. Like that. Us buying our shit.
Jay-Z also went and got his own champagne, Ace of Spades.
Yeah, end up doing his own thing. If Nike, if we stop buying Nike, and I'm talking about all people of color, stop buying Nike, their stock would drop half and would not rebound for 7 years. It would take them 7 years to rebound to where they were at before. Nike, swish.
How you gonna rebound without no shoes? You know what I'm saying? They play basketball without no shoes.
What I'm saying is our economic powers fucks people's head up. When I go through I research this shit. We have so much economic power. And I think that's the only way we're going to get them to turn around. I don't think they're going to ever have empathy or sensitivity to our feelings. If you look at, I was just reading a thing in Psychology Today. Yes, I read Psychology Today. Fuck y'all. Where if you look at all the psychologists, you read it tomorrow, all the psychologists based all of their psychology on what it was pertaining to white people. They never talk to people of color pertaining, and all of the stuff that's written in psychology is written by white men. It's not written by white women or black people or brown people, none of it. So we need to start creating our own systems, and we need to make sure that we have more money. Like there's white comics that won't take a lot of black comics on the road. One of my main things I tried to do when I got in a position, and I'm not in a position of huge power because I'm still out here grinding, was make sure that black comics are my opening act, and then elevate them past me, and that's a fact. So we need to do more of that. I'm sorry I got on the because it's Black History Month. The shit got in the system, and okay. But aside from that,
WDMA says our buying power is king.
That's real shit.
And that's why I'm always telling y'all to boycott Florida, boycott the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's really where we're going to have our greatest insight. Like,
and it hits them in the pocket.
Dog, like literally, if all black people stopped watching football just for one season, didn't watch the TV, didn't go to the bars that they support when they go to watch the game. You know what I mean?
Money. Right,
bro. There'd be a shitload of economic fallout on that. You know what I mean? Like, chill. Like we got like, but you got to be able to stand up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched the NFL game in 6-7 years, man. Like,
I watched the highlights though. I did watch the highlights. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've caught a few highlights too, but you know that's not how they make their money. So
no, that's not how they make their money. And in bars, and you're right. Bars. There's one bar that my brother used to go to in Santa Monica, just off of football. Them playing football. I guess it's Cincinnati, and I forget the other one that they play. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati's the two. They feature
the teams that
people come down and watch. You ready for this? This is what my brother told me because he knows the owner. This motherfucker just on a Sunday, $56,000 on the bar.
Yeah.
And this is not the bar for the day. This is the bar for the game while it's on.
Yeah.
The bulk of the motherfuckers in the bar, guess what they are? Black! So I just want y'all to know that, like, I actually been talking to some people about black banks. I've been talking to different companies that I'm working with that are clothing companies that are all black owned. We had a black owned gun shop owner, Redstone Firearms, a black female female owned. I make sure I had to say woman owned or woman owned wine company. There's a lot of people doing a lot of shit out there. So make sure that we tap into that. I'm not saying we can leave everything white because they run shit, but we can at least lean towards it. That's all I'm saying. Lean towards it and make sure that happens. And support.
Stop buying these goofy labels and all that money.
Yeah, because it really don't make a difference. I bought some shit from like this little like black store. I wore it on BET. 17 million people saw me. Nobody said, "Man, what's that corny shit you got right over there from Malika?" Right. Everybody says that. Nobody says that. So, but make sure you support us as much as we support them because we do support their shit ridiculously. So let's see if we can support us a little bit more.
That's how we end up winning.
And speaking of support, before we get up out of here, Savage AF, make sure you support a young man that tells jokes. I think his name is Black Pedro. You will check him out. Check Black Pedro out. He'll be at the Comedy Chateau. Tomorrow night, 10
hosting
p.m.
10 o'clock.
10 p.m. I will be there actually on the 7:30 show, but I'm going to hang out. I'll be there on the 7:30 show at the Comedy Chateau tomorrow. Tonight, I am at the Improvisation Comedy Club, which is in Hollywood, California. If I ever get enough money, I'm so opening up my own black comedy club. But I'll be at the Improv, Hollywood Improv in the Lab. I'll be there tonight with it's called the Comedy Bunker. I'll be there tonight. Make sure you come check it out. If you get a chance, you happen to be in town. It starts at 7:30 tonight in Hollywood, California. And then I got some other shows coming up. Make sure you check me out. Go to the website, iamshang.com. Check me out. I got a lot of stuff popping off. And then I got some big news. He knows about it, but I got some big news. If you got a certain streaming service that I'm going to be rocking out with in the next 2-3 months, I'll be rocking out, and I'm going to need y'all to watch it. So until I sign this contract, that's why I ain't saying it yet. He knows, but y'all will know. When I sign this contract, fuck if
world
you
will
won't
know.
know, because you gonna know. All right, we out of here right on time. I'm looking at the time right here. Bam, boom, bam. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you get a chance, tell your friends about Savage AF. We a dope ass show, and we need dope ass people to tell dope people about the dopeness that we put out on these motherfucking, airwaves. All
Yeah,
right, you
that's what it
understand?
is.
All right,
Savage AF, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Until then, keep your finger out your nose.
boom.